What's going on, y'all? It's your guy Tez the Fire.
Your guy CJ 100.
And we are
the 5100 Podcast.
Back at y'all again with another podcast episode.
Yes, sir.
And man, look, this one right here, man, me and CJ was just talking, bro. And we do this a lot.
Yep.
You know, we talk as two brothers. We was kind of discussing a personal situation that I'm going through currently.
Okay.
As a man, you have to make decisions that everybody might not like.
Right.
But you know it's for the greater good.
Right. You're submitted to your man.
Right.
Right.
And one of the things that I struggle with when it comes to making some of these decisions is, number one, is it the right decision?
Right.
Number two, how it's going to affect other people? And number three, how am I going to be looked at after?
Right.
And I think, bro, as men,
that's one of our kryptonites.
It is.
Yep. The bad guy syndrome.
And bro, we have learned so much in doing this podcast.
Yep.
That it don't matter what we say, we gonna be looked at as the bad guy.
It helps us, doesn't
it? It do. Before I get into that,
okay,
I go back into the mindset of a man struggling with stuff like this. One of the examples that I have when it comes to making decisions as a man, and this happened a while back, was when, you know, we was really trying to get the podcast off the ground. You know, I ended up leaving my job.
Right.
And I left my job because I wanted to put more time into the podcast.
Right.
And the more and more I was away from work, the more and more I realized that it takes a lot more than just dedication.
Yep.
To get a podcast and stuff off the ground.
Thanks.
So in making that decision, I started to see the ramifications of my own choice, which was, now this part of the money ain't coming in the house the way it was. It's a little bit, but it ain't nowhere near as where it was at.
Right.
So now that's causing my wife to have to put more money here, to put more money away. I'm seeing how that's affecting me. You know, instead of me, man, being able to buy clothes and shoes, everything going in the gas tank now. Everything going towards the bills.
Right.
So I sit back and I look and I'm like, okay, this the type of power I got as a man if I make the right and wrong decision.
Yep.
I can turn this junk upside down with one bad choice.
Yep.
And bro, we talk about the struggles of men a lot, and I know women hate that, but we could care less. Y'all actually would learn from it if you listen.
Yep.
But being a man that care about the things that he loves and being responsible, it's a reason why men commit more suicide than women.
It's the pressure.
It is.
And it's a pressure that is supposed to be there. I think one of the reasons the suicide is out of control is because it's not appreciated. And it's fought against. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get to be a leader without having some strife.
Right.
And perfect. Today's strife is like anti-man.
Man, what?
So it's like you fight with the bad guy syndrome. That's what I'm gonna call it. The bad guy syndrome. Where it's like you don't want to offend or hurt or make your woman feel less than, even though I am the greater force. And that's because of our programming.
Yep.
It's definitely because of our programming. I've had examples too, brother, of when, like, at home things. Like, my daughter was wanting to sleep in the bed. You know, and this was she was young, like maybe 6 months. And before that too. But during that 6 months, I was like getting to it because a little selfishness, and I wanted some cheeks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I can't get no cheeks. I gotta try to sneak in. It's just weird. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, we gotta get this baby in the crib. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, I mean, this my baby. And I understood that.
Right.
But I was like, yeah, it's my baby too, but she getting in this fucking crib. So what we did was we put her in the crib and she would cry. You know what I'm saying? It would annoy the shit out of her. But she was in the same room with us. So eventually it stopped being crying and started being playful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come mess with me while I'm in it. Since I'm here, I can't get in the bed. Let's play. Then it was like reaching out to try to get out. And it got to the point where she would cry, and I was like, we gotta let her cry.
Mm-hmm.
And it was bothering the mama. And I guarantee you, if she was by herself, she would have put her in the bed.
Yep.
So it's like your job, but that's gonna hurt your woman feelings if you decide to say, "No, she's staying in that damn bed." But that's a part of leadership.
Yep.
Bro. Like upsetting everybody is. You think that Tom Brady didn't upset Belichick with an audible?
Bro.
Those that know what audible is.
Right.
It's a changing of a play.
Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Wasn't loved by everybody. No leader is.
Nope.
But it's a reason why you have been called to lead as a man.
Facts.
And like, bro, so many men sweep this stuff under the rug. Yep. And that's what bothers me. And that's what I like about us, bro. When we get on this podcast and even outside of this, we talk about these situations and we don't hide them because we know they exist.
A part of you being a man is like understanding that like women are just going to do things that they think is cute or think is cute is tied to emotion to me.
I agree.
Like visibly beautiful and stuff like that. Like that's more of a woman thing. Do men? Yes, but it's more of a woman thing. And it causes a lot of trouble, like the world and society we see today.
Yep.
When men are not saying, "No, baby, we're not doing it."
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of women want that type of leadership, but they don't know how to tell you to do it. And a lot of men waiting on a woman to say, "It's okay, baby, you can lead."
Ooh.
We said this many times, bro. We went on the Peep show.
So deep.
We said, you don't ask to lead, you do it.
One of the highlights that they used in their stream was that.
Facts. Because it's real.
Yeah.
It's real. It's like, it's got to be in you. It ain't on you. It's in you.
Perfect. Jeez. Hey, come on, man.
For real, bro. And you have to be okay. And I know it sucks, man, because it's something we truly battle with, that bad guy shit. Like, it's rough, bro, because I know it needs to be done, but I don't want to hurt your feelings if I got to do it.
Like, bro, I got a story. I got a few, but I use this one for now. Bro, I remember dating this girl one time, bro. And I remember, like, she was one of them type of women that, like, clung to a family. Like, anytime they call, she'll leave you out stuff to go be with her auntie. It was the auntie that was the main junk.
Okay.
And man, I think we had dated at this time maybe about 9-10 months.
Okay.
And I was constantly seeing this. And I straight up asked, I'm like, "Hey, have you ever thought your auntie and family might be using you?" "No, why would you say that? You know, they just be needing help from time to time." And I'm like, okay, from time to time is one thing, but this is every other day thing. Like you have canceled dates to go run money to your uncle. You have canceled dates. You have canceled time where we was having a good time to go be with your auntie now. And I was like, look, I'll never tell you that you got to choose between me and your family. But you got to choose between me and your family.
Right, because I'm not going to deal with them too.
I can't be second fiddle in this equation. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. When me and you spending time together, my job is to protect you, make sure you having a good time and all that good stuff. After that conversation, she started getting distant.
Okay.
So I'm noticing this. Of course, I ain't calling it out. I'm giving it time because I just kind of went in.
Let it marinate.
Yeah, I'm going to let it sit. So I remember her calling me one day and she was like, I talked to my auntie. I'm like, shh, that was your first mistake.
Okay.
I talked to my auntie and told her what you said, and she was like, you shouldn't be trying to rule me because we just together.
What Kevin say? Single women keep women single.
Perfect. And I was like, okay, babe, I hear what you're saying. But when you crying about these situations, whose shoulder you crying on? Whose chest you crying on?
Toxic masculinity.
When them girls jumped you, you wasn't calling your auntie.
Who she call?
You calling me.
Okay.
Now, luckily, I didn't have to get physically involved. I didn't have to do too much of nothing.
Right. Security blanket.
That's it. You want me to take on all of these things and play second fiddle. Now I know that's your family, but what you gotta understand is when you alone at night and you need somebody to console you, it ain't your auntie, baby, it's me.
So she tried to Matthew Stafford you in Detroit. They didn't value that quarterback. When he went somewhere else, he won a ring.
Bruh, that's exactly what it was.
Ooh, you got the ring.
Come on now. And it's bling. Bruh, my point of putting my foot down and feeling like the bad guy, the family tried to guilt trip me.
Yep, that's what they do.
To make me feel like I was taking her away. But what I was trying to get her to understand is, if you let your family have this type of hold on you, you never gonna get the man that you want.
And I'm gonna take it up right there because I went through the other side of it. Having a woman and they actually in her ear while we're married.
Woo!
Now, to those that may hear this, I'm sure they might hear this. It's not I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but the facts are the facts.
Right.
There was times where her and her mother would argue, which would affect our relationship, our sex, our time out, and they criticized everything we did, right? We got a new car. Did he get you one? Moving to a new spot. It's nice, but it's the area. All these type of things, and I got to a point where I was like, look, don't come telling me shit they talking about.
Facts.
Because they not paying damn bill here. You know what I'm saying? Then at the time, I was taking everything by myself. And I was like, and they send y'all siblings over here, and I take care of them. These facts. To the point where I was willing to take custody of them kids because what they was going through. The type of man I am.
Yeah.
Right? I put my foot down with her, and I said, you need to put your foot down with your family. And I'll never forget, I won't get into it because I don't want to be, I don't want to be messy. But an incident happened where she finally put her foot down. And ever since then, they have respected her. But where did she get that from? Mm-hmm. She got it from me. Because, look, man, women are not wired this way. They can keep capping like they are, but they are not. And that's why when it's uncomfortable, that's why the man has to leave, because women don't deal with uncomfortable with it.
Facts. And see, when I took control of that situation with my ex.
And that's another thing. They want you to be a leader, but they don't want you to be controlling. It doesn't exist.
It's not possible. If I tell my soldiers to march, shouldn't none of them question me. Y'all should be out there marching. And once again, the way that we sound is sexist.
Yep.
The way that we sound, misogyny. That's not misogyny. That's what you call leadership.
Right. I'm not signing up for this new age shit.
Me either.
So it's like, y'all can do that over there. I'm not getting with a woman that's with that.
One of the things that my father told me, like after I got married, was, son, it's on you now. Like, bro, see, I'ma let that sit for y'all. Because when he was saying that, he didn't say that, it's on you because of you my son, you married now. So he was saying it's on you because if everything fail, they gonna blame you. When you succeed, you ain't getting no praise, bro. That's what you was supposed to do. But if you fail, if somebody pass on your watch,
right,
it's on you now.
Bro, and here's the thing. I want y'all to understand something when you listening, because a lot of y'all will take it as complaining. We're not. This is what we're saying. Leadership comes at a price too. While we die earlier than women. We take on the weight of this world because we're meant to. Broad shoulders for a reason.
Thanks.
Testosterone for a reason.
Muscles.
Masculinity. And the closest seat to God. If you pay attention in life, you see it. Yeah. People can act like they don't, but they see it. Are we flawed? Of course. But like in that situation I mentioned in the last podcast, when that 130-pound man saved his wife from being set on fire. Wife, girlfriend, sister, I don't know. But a woman he was saving. I mentioned that because there is a divine position that we have. It's divine, bro. It's nobody was like, okay, let's make men the leaders. It was there.
Right.
Like men didn't just I don't believe men was like, I don't want women to vote. It was like, we're the ones taking the risk. We're the ones fighting the wars. We need to be the voter. And as time went on, okay, it's different now. You know what I'm saying? It's like men get put with this rap of being this evil person. And it's like, but men have afforded us all of what we have.
When you taking the risk, you feel like you deserve the rewards. That's it. And like I said, bro, I've never signed up to men was just these evil overlords. Nope. I've never believed that.
I did when I was a kid because I was single mother raised. And we're sitting in the house right now that my grandfather paid for, right? And I used to hate him, bro, because he was so mean. I'd be in the mirror brushing my hair. He'd like, get your ugly ass out the mirror. He was mean. But you know what? When he died, and this is the life of a man. When he died, I started to appreciate him because of he left my folks money. He didn't leave no man money. He said, man, look, he always told me, it's on you. You're supposed to be a man. Get out there and cut my yard. I'm teaching you something because my daddy did it to me. I've served my time cutting yards.
Right.
There was a pastime, and I hated him for it because I was in no house with a woman. So I was like, man, look, I ain't got to do all. I mean, I did it in my mama's house, but it was, I mean, I'm trying to say, he made it like it was my responsibility. My mama was like, ain't nobody else here to really do it.
Right.
It was him like, nah, I'm here and you gonna do it.
Two different lessons.
If you don't cut this yard, you're gonna pick up these sticks as I drive this lawnmower. Everybody done been through that. Every boy, especially, done been through picking up them damn sticks.
Facts. Or raking the leaves.
Cause I ain't trying to cut the motherfucker. It was a process though.
Yep.
And that's one of my biggest examples of understanding what a man was, because I had to see him die. To be gone and be like, damn, like, he was rough. He was a mean motherfucker. He was mean. I ain't taking that from him. But man, what he did for me, bro.
Yep.
The lessons that he taught me, bro. It comes with it. It's hard to explain this because it does sound like complaining it sometimes. But it's not that we're complaining. We're just voicing and hoping that other men and women will hear this and understand, man. It's a hell of a responsibility.
It's a hell of a job that you don't get praised for. And like I said, I look at these situations like this, and I always wonder if I could have did something different and better.
Right.
And if you constantly let that play in your mind, it'll drive you insane.
It will.
Because
that's what we do.
That's part of the job.
Yep.
When my dad looked me in my eyes and said that, bro, I felt it. Like, it wasn't like, it wasn't like these were just words, bro.
It was just words.
It's like he implanted something in me. Like, now you about to see everything I saw.
Yep.
And bro, I have been seeing it ever since. From the first time I said I do to Levi first cry, all I have been doing is seeing the sacrifice you gotta make.
It's on, like, I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but it's on you. And he didn't have to tell you. Like, and that's what's so funny about women when they argue they don't want a leader. It's 50-50, we're partners. We're not partners.
No.
It's like, no, because in every situation in that home, other than when you think you're gonna run some shit, you looking at me.
Every time.
And I say, I'm from a hoe I dealt with to a little John I dealt with, a girlfriend, or what. It's been that way.
Always.
It's automatic. It's in their nature. I think that they hate it.
Yeah.
I think that they just, what they're being taught and what they know is true to them in their fucking primal being is it's an internal battle with women.
It is. Ooh.
Perfect.
That's true. We said this before on another podcast. They fight with what the world tell them and what's already inside them.
Facts.
And that battle drive them crazy. But like I said, when it comes to a man, I don't have time to battle with this because the decisions that I make could sink this ship. So it's my job as a father, it's my job as a husband or a boyfriend to be like, I gotta put this shit on my shoulders, because if I don't, you don't have what it takes to make this work.
Thinking too long could be a horrible consequence. Moving too fast can be a horrible consequence.
Perfect.
Bruh, leadership is an impossible job.
It is.
We just do it.
Facts.
And it's This is why you have to have God. You have to. It's not, bro. We're just man.
Facts.
But with him, that we're the leader.
Bro, it's something that I done thought about a lot. You know why it ain't no new young leaders now? Like, have you ever just sat down and wondered why? Where is our Martin Luther King?
I have.
Where is our Minister Farrakhan? I think part of the reason is because women have created men to be subservient to women. My other reason why I think that is because 95% of men, most men are afraid to lose their life for what they really care for.
Oh, they're scared to sacrifice.
When I look at men that's afraid to sacrifice, it starts with your everyday life. It's impossible to sacrifice for the greater good when you scared to sacrifice for yourself.
Perfect.
When you see this, you start to understand why our Minister Farrakhan don't exist. Why our Jesse Jackson don't exist. Why our Al Sharpton don't exist. We have been told and we have been conditioned that it ain't worth your life, bro. But I'm a man and CJ a man that believe that it is. That's why we ride so hard for our message and we try to talk to brothers to get them to stand up and understand that if we let this thing die, it's our fucking fault. And me personally, bro, I refuse to be a part of that game. I refuse to let my family fail because I ain't willing to sacrifice. Whether it's small stuff or big stuff. That's why for me, when my daddy told me that, bro, I took it so seriously. It wasn't no guessing. It wasn't no second doubt. And I know CJ as a man, when he heard his daughter cry for the first time, he took it seriously. A lot of y'all brothers that's listening to this, and we got good brothers that listen to our podcast. We know some of y'all. We know that the stuff that we say when it comes to this, it resonates. The difference is, me and CJ take these arrows willingly. We take this crucifixion willingly because it's part of the job. If we don't do it, who gonna do it? If we don't stand up against a lot of this foolishness, bro, if we ain't willing to be the sacrificial lamb, who is? Because what it come down to is somebody gotta be willing to do it. And you got two guys right here that's more than willing, still willing, and gonna be willing. So regardless of whether it's financial gain, spiritual gain, emotional gain, it's something that come behind all of this. And every brother that stand up and be like, bro, I'm with y'all gonna see that too. It's the sacrifice. Bro, we might be the Martin Luther Kings of our generation with a small platform that's gonna get big. It's gonna happen.
Let me hit the clap for my guy right quick. A bomb just went off in you, bro. That was powerful. Because, bro, that's what it is. Man, you are scared of your own power. They have finessed it out of you. They gave you some coochie. They gave you some laws where you could run away from being a father, at least physically. We taking the arrows in our home and outside this bitch. And we just ask y'all to share, like, listen. Bro, we taking it, bro. I guarantee, bro, we missed the opportunity with a big name in this city because we don't kiss ass.
Facts.
Bro, we talking about a feature podcast for this company.
$1 million company.
And we looked at it like, I can't sell brothers down the road.
Nope.
Because there's not enough voices. They're out there, but it's not enough. It's a reason the ones go viral because there's only 5 of them. Bro, bro, Tez, like, bro, I'm almost speechless, bro, because I go to my family. I just went to another 4th of July this year, and the looks I get
instantly,
it's like these folks are horrible and we hate, and it's like, bro, we riding for the family.
Facts.
You don't even understand it. It's like you doing the bullshit so you feel hit. You should.
Right. That's the point.
You should. I'm not gonna stop giving you medicine because it tastes bad.
Right.
Nigga, you want this disease cured or not?
Right.
Bro, we taking these fucking arrows, bro. And bro, we can only take so much.
Facts.
To what we gotta do. Bro. Go ahead, bro. I'm almost speechless.
And look, bro, I say this. A lot of the times when it come to men, bro, you second guess whether you should. But some always in you gonna tell you to do. Always.
Facts.
You just suppress it. Like, bro, I know a lot of brothers that's extremely scared of what they mamas and aunties think of them.
Terrified. You know why we know? Why we know, Ted?
Because we done been there. When CJ just mentioned, he get the looks. Man, I walked up in my 4th of July, I could cut the tension with a knife, bro. Women and some of the guys.
Yep.
Because a lot of the people, there's a lot of ghost watchers and listeners to what we do.
Ooh, yeah.
They'll never tell you they listen to the podcast, or they'll never tell you they heard what you said.
Mm-hmm.
But you can feel the conversation when they talk.
They sending them indirect shots.
Instantly, bro.
And sometimes they'll dress it up like in a concerning way. They'll be like, why do you hate women? So it sounds like they really want to understand you.
Right.
But the insult is, why do you hate women?
Bro, I had a guy. He was like, bro, y'all, you still doing the little podcast?
Little podcast.
Exactly. I didn't even have to tell the people the punchline. I'm like,
that's so disrespectful.
It is, bro, because it's like, wait a minute. Bro, you don't know what numbers we doing. You don't know how much money I make from doing this. Why I gotta be little? And he is one of the guys that has always been against the podcast. So it's like, I knew it was coming. But it's like, brother, you don't understand that what we doing would actually help you if you listen and got off the titty. No
Ooh.
disrespect to your situation.
Right.
You know that, you know what I'm talking about is real because me and you have talked about situations.
Yep.
Where you feel not like a man. You see what I'm saying, bro?
I've been there.
You feel like, damn, bro.
It's only hidden because it's true. That's the only reason, bro.
And so many men be knowing this stuff, bro. They just hide it. They drink it away, smoke it away, drug it away, fuck it away.
And understand something, brothers. Every leader we had damn near been killed.
Come on.
There's a reason for that.
Come on.
We taking the arrows, bro. And what's funny is they don't want leaders. Like, understand something. You hear sisters that complain because they got it rough, and some of them do. A lot of them do.
True.
But what you understand is that they love their position.
Yes.
They love the worship, even though the worship results it gives no results in their life personally. It just make them feel good.
Right.
They don't want leadership, but they know they need it. But the position that white man in the government that we live in, it has positioned them to be the leaders of our community. We're actually taking it back.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna lay down.
No.
And it's like, fine, we still got a fucking job to do. So if I come to this family reunion or this Christmas party or this Thanksgiving party, my head up and my chest out.
Every time. And that's the thing. And I'll finish it with this for me, bro. Regardless of the looks, the stares, the disgust, if I don't do what I'm doing now, the generation under me never gonna know what it is to be a man. They never gonna know what it is to speak your truth and to understand what your natural role is as a man.
Facts.
And I done said this numerous times. I refuse to let my son be taken by this foolishness. So as long as I'm here, as long as his godfather CJ100 here, he got a base. And what this podcast tries to do is to get other men and young men to listen and understand I have to be that voice that everybody else either respects or doesn't like, but I still walk in their room every time and say what I got to say.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the dark side of leadership.
So on that note, we gonna wrap this thing up. For your guy Tez the Fi,
your guy CJ100,
we are
the Fi 100 Podcast. You understand me?